Welcome to Practice Strokes, and I'm Donna Dewberry. Thrilled to have you. Please subscribe if you're on the channel right now. You want to learn how to paint. I've got a great technique for you. It's called one-stroke painting, and I created it in my home raising my 7 children. Okay, so I have my double loader here. It has sponge that you wet and the holes that let moisture go through to the double loader. It's a great palette for learning how to paint with me, okay? And I do have the large palette that you put this into, or you can put paper or foam plates in here. And what this does is it helps you, I guess I cracked that. It helps you to be able to stand on an easel or whatever, and or paint on a wall or whatever, and you put your paper towels there. So all this is on my website, and also I teach you on this practice strokes each week how to use these tools. All right. So come, and I've got many people that like to binge and watch these, and they're on new ones every Friday at noon. Okay. So we're using multi-surface as faux court multi-surface paint. It's got a satin sealer in it. I mean, it's got a sealer in it, and you get a satin finish. Now, there's a couple different looking labels, but this is the same paint right here if it says multi-surface. And it usually has this, which is like metal, glass, wood, paper, canvas, walls. There's many things, indoor, outdoor, and luscious, beautiful colors. I'm using a piece of my discontinued scrapbooking paper, but you can use, it's just a heavier paper, which is nice. And wicker white, I'm using multiple colors, but in the middle, I have floating medium because we don't use water. We go into water, we clean the brush, we lay it here and get the excess water off, and then we load these colors together for one-stroke painting. I put the medium in the middle so it doesn't run into all the paint, and you put the lid on it if you've got to run out or you want to save this for your next painting, because if you don't use all the paint. I use a lot of my paint as I go, so I don't have to do that often, but I have put out paint and had to run out and take something to my husband at work or whatever. So it is possible. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. And what I'm going to do first is I want to draw a mason jar. Now I have mason jar stencils, by the way, if you would check out my website, onestroke.com. And you stencil on the shape so you get a perfect jar or glass bottle, because I love doing a whole shelf of glass bottles. All right, so can you just see I'm just getting there's a glare so I can't really see, but I want you to see right in here. Let's go like this, and let's have this right here be the jar lid. Okay, and we're going to put a lot of flowers here, so I'm not going to try to erase it, but here we go. All right. So the first thing I want to do is get some colors in this jar itself. All right. I already have a background, so I don't need to do a background. And I'm going to just grab some white, come over here and get some, let's move this over, get some aqua. Now I'm going to come across here and then go right down here. So I'm going to just do some not perfect brush strokes. We're going to get some medium and work that in. And as we come down, I want to curve the bottom. All right, I'm going to get some white and violet pansy. Okay, and I can come out here and come back down this side. And we want to just abstract kind of, we don't want it perfect. We're just looking for some color in there. All right, it matches good with the background. I'm going to put some white in here and get a little bit more color in here. You see that? We can pick up some pinks across the bottom here. Maybe some yellows. Some of this color I'll put on later, okay? But right in here. All right, just a little bit of, now I'm going to put greens. So see, I'm going to split the brush and pick up a couple greens here. and one is citrus green. So look, I'm going to split between here and get two colors and maybe pick up some dark green and then work that in. So you split here, tap, and work that in. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to come right through here, and we've done the back of the jar. And so we want to put some stems inside the jar. All right, so, all right, and I can put a little bit of dark blue in here. See that? Little bit of stroke up there, little bit of stroke across here with this, this is Prussian blue. All right. And I can kind of bring some, oops, I've lost my jar shape. There we go. Oops. So guess what happens? I got to make both sides a little bit bigger. That's what's good about my stencil. It helps you keep this the right size. Okay, so let's put some aqua back in here with some white. There. Paper's wrinkling up just a little bit. All right, so let's pick up a little bit. All right. So it's just abstract. And when this dries a little bit, but maybe I can do it now. Let's see. I can take and stroke right across there. There you go. That's just a glare on the bottom. How's that look? All right. So now I'm going to come back here. Watch me here. I'm going to grab my greens and I'm going to come right in here and put some of these right across there. We're going to pick up some yellow right here. All right. Now I'm going to put some thicket in here, the darker color. Now, this means you have to be loose. Okay. I want you to just play with this, okay? You can play with the background too. But one of the things that happens here is I'm going to wash the brush because I've been putting all kinds of crazy colors in here. And then I can get the white and a little bit of aqua and we come back across here. A little bit of white here. See, so it's loose, loosey-goosey, which is kind of hard sometimes, right? All right. All right, let's look at some of the colors here. Now, I do want to bring some magenta in here. I've got purple. I'm going to put some magenta in here. Violet pansy, magenta, and I'm going to dry this. This is a heat pan. It's really good on my glass. And what it does is it dries this up really quick. And mostly why I want to dry it up here, mostly I want to be able to put wet on wet and not make it nasty green. Okay, it's a heat pen, like a heat gun, but you can control it a little better. Okay. All right, so we're back to a 16. My value pack mostly has 12s and 3/4 and 12s and smaller. So it's got 10 brushes of my most used brushes. Okay, so just let you know that. So let's see, what color do we want in the background? I'm going to take some, I'm going to pick out double load right here. I split the brush here, then I come and work it in here. And we're going to take and some white. We're going to take and put some of this yellow coming down. Just going to look like a flower, that's all. All the pretty colors that you would put in a flower. But we're not going to get the flower exactly. We're just getting the illusion with all the pretty colors. All right, so this is yellow ochre mostly with some sunflower. And see how that yellow's all kind of spread in there. And you can come in here and put a little bit here. All right. So then I'm going to come through here and do some pinks and reds. Okay. So I still have my 12 and let's put some red in here. So we're coming all in here. Okay. A little bit of red in here. This is apple red. This is a color I really like. Okay, so now I need some pinks. So I'm going to wipe off the red. I'm going to pick up magenta. And I like to go just like that. See that? And it flattens the color out. Then I'm going to pick some of this white up. And let's get a light pink, right? Magenta and white. All right, and I also have some great colors that are neon. We have a storm going on out here in Florida, so I hope that doesn't affect you. All right, and that you can't hear the thunder too bad. Okay, so the neon will just really make this pop, but right now I'm just using those bright colors, right? Now let's go. I have my neons right here. Okay, so I've got purple neon and let's get the pink. Where is my pink? All right, there's all kinds of colors. There's great blues and yellows. But when you're going for the neons, what you need to do is look for the multi-surface. Like this is called bright pink, and this is a multi-surface purple. So what this does is give you an amazing color. All right, let's come right here and put the pink right there. So, you know, we just put pink in there. So look what happens when I add this. This just makes it pop, even without white on it. See that? And it doesn't pop as good as when it's dry. Okay. All right, and I can still come out here and put a little bit of white. A little bit of white, see how? Let's work that in. So I really like you to use neon after you've double loaded flowers. All right, we're just dabbing flowers. We're not doing stroke flowers right now, like you've seen me do maybe if you've watched my channel. Okay, so now let's go to the lavender. So this is called purple neon, and I'm going to pick up some white and get a purple color. All right, so we're going to touch. Oops, it's not going to show up too much like that because of the background. So let's put brighter. This is just straight purple now. Purple neon. Okay. And then I can get lighter as I come down. All right, so when I get lighter, now this is just a fun little, more contemporary looking, get the kids together, let them try some painting, help them just dab on some pretty colors, and they can make something that they like. Now, what I'd like to do is come in here between the greens and get some stems that are going to show right in here. You see that green? All right, so see, I can go right on top of this. All right. So create just a bundle of flowers, show it on the Facebook group, Donna Dewberry's official one stroke group on Facebook, and see what everybody else is painting with one stroke. It's fun. I think you'll learn some things that you will enjoy. This is just a free form, have fun, simple. I'm going to sit down and use every color left from my last project on here and see how much fun I can have. So I hope you try that for me. I'm going to wash my brush and then come right here with white and purple and just do a little bit of stroke across the jar here. All right. You just want it to look a little bit like it's got brush strokes. There's the background. You get a shadow across the bottom. Just have fun, guys. Okay. There you are. All right. And then I'm just going to sign it and share it. 2024. All right. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoy. And I'm going to close this up and use the rest of this later. How does that sound? You got to line up the two notches there and there. Dampen your sponge. Pop it shut. And until next time, happy painting. Thank you.